this is Deepika here and welcome back to my channel. This is day 3 in Jaipur and we are headed to the Ambur Fort today. This is one of the most awaited places that I wanted to visit in Jaipur. So without wasting any time, let's get started. So today we have reached the Amer Fort or the Ambur Fort. So I would be taking you inside and I see that this particular fort is huge and also quite long. It starts from this particular place where I'm walking and reaches all the way to the other side of the hill. So I actually have a guide with me who would be able to help understand the history of this particular place and what are its specialities. So we will go inside and see what are the specialities and what other things can be explored in this place. Can you please introduce yourself?
Myself, Ranjit Singh, you can call me Ronnie also, and I am a local tourist guide here. When we talk about Jaipur city, this is a major attraction of Jaipur city. This is known as Ambur Fort, and over the Ambur Fort there is another fort called Jaigarh Fort also. Jaigarh Fort is actually still a private property where the parents of royal family owns that property, and that flag symbolizes that. So, quite similar to this property, there is another place called City Palace of Jaipur that is also owned by the current royal family, and there also you will find the same flag. Even now there is a royal family, there is a king also in the city, and he is one of the most eligible bachelors we have in this entire city, Jaipur. His name is Sawai Padmanabh Singh. He is a very wonderful player of polo, and he is very handsome also now, doing modeling and all these other activities also. And income sources are that fort and the city palace. So people hire these places for pre-wedding photo shoots, post-wedding photo shoots, and for wedding photos, and for you can say some companies also, they hire all these places.
Okay, event they are organizing.
Yeah, events and all. And we were talking about the third largest wall also. So that starts from that corner, just behind this fort, this Ambur Fort. There's a wall covers like, it goes like that. It comes all the way like up to this place.
Very good.
It is visible from the top height, from the top fort.
And is this a river or just a waterfall?
Lake. It is known as Mauta Lake. Mauta means like rain in winter actually. This fort was drawn by Britishers. And just over this moat, there is a place called Sound and Light Show, where at night after 6:30, people can come and can see Sound and Light Show. This is much more beautiful from the top height than you will see. There's a wonderful garden over there, and you will feel that this is the best place in the Jaipur city. I don't think that's been anything.
So is there any reason that most of the places in Jaipur, all the forts are surrounded with lake?
Ma'am, very good question. Suppose in Rajasthan, if you are doing something for water, means you are doing your great job. Like there's nothing that you can do better than that. And these were the sources for the fort also. For the fort and palaces. Suppose like Maharani, you want to take bath. You want to take bath from the hot water, cold water, clean water, and you have to maintain your garden and all these things. For that you need to have water. And apart from that, you might have some attack also. In that case, the entire public will be there in the fort. It is so huge, it took around 400 years to complete this fort. Just imagine. This is very huge place where entire public can be there inside the fort, and they could use water also, and the taxes that Maharajah used to collect from public like grains and all, they will use that for the food. And it is how that they will maintain this entire public very happy inside the city. So nobody could attack you. If they will, there will be no attack on the public and other royal families at the same time. Now we have entered inside the fort, and this is about the first apartment of the fort, known as Jaleb Chowk. Jaleb is a Persian word which means parade, and Chowk is actually an Indian word which means a ground. So this was a parade ground for the royal army. in this parade ground, to enter here, there are two entries here. One entry is there in this side. Look at this. This was a public entrance to the court. So public is to come here like the people are coming right now these days. And there is another entrance in the other side of the east side of Jaipur. So that was actually royal entrance. Even now, whenever people come here to take the royal city, they will come to the elephant from that gate. And the elephant will bring them all the way like this way. And they will drop them here on this platform. So they will drop them here and they will return back from the same place. It's a one-way ride and people can enter inside this.
This is nice. Little bit, but okay.
We talk about the Maharaja Mansingh. He was actually a great Maharaja and he was chief commander of Mughal army when the Mughal emperor Akbar was ruling in Delhi or Agra. So he used to fight through the Mughal sides also at the same time. So when he was told by the Mughal emperor Akbar that Maharaja, you have to go in Bengal and you have to fight a war with that Maharaja because he is not coming under the Mughal rule. He went there and he fought a war and after defeating him, he was told by some priest that Maharaja, there is a idol here in the water river and if you take it with you at your birthplace, nobody will be able, no king will be able to defeat you in your future time. So then the Maharaja bought an idol for that goddess Kali, known as Shila Devi temple. And the temple was built here in 1604. When we talk about the entries of the temple, this is all about silver doors are there, silver entries are there. And over the entrance, there is a small statue of Lord Ganesh. Over the entrance, that is made out of a single piece of coral, 3.5 years man. Next impossible to get such a big piece in a single gemstone anywhere in the world. That makes this temple very, very special, very auspicious, very special. And now the current royal family, they own this property, like it's a temple, public temple, but definitely whatever expenses are there, it was there by the current royal family of Jaipur. A Turkish part and we'll go inside it and we'll see that how exactly it used to function. So we'll see this. Okay. So this was the tank, water tank. Where the current, those days, the royal family of Jaipur, they used to boil the water inside this. So it was full of water. Just down this, they used to put fire.
Okay, like a boiler.
Exactly, boiler. So they used to boil the water inside this. It is again made of that again lines and augers.
Okay.
And in this they had iron rods for their that actually at the same time.
Okay.
This was very black before 2013.
Okay.
And afterwards it was clean because it was converted as an heritage site in 2013. Right? So now we'll go inside this and we'll see that how exactly they used to take steam bath, hot water bath, cold water bath. That was actually 15 years.
So these are the drain, is it? Like from where the water would go into the bath.
Yeah, exactly. It goes into the bathroom.
Okay, so water would be filled in this particular place and it would go through that particular drain into this
Bathtub.
and would reach there.
Exactly. We'll put some flower leaves of rose, marigold, jasmine, and they'll make it very filled with water. So this was around like 3.5 feet deep, and there are holes inside there. So after filling bath, you can make the hole open, and the water goes down, goes there. Again, lines of apply that marble directly to the marble. Entered into the third apartment of the fort. This was actually a royal, the personal apartment of the Maharaja, where the Maharaja used to bring like his own guest, private guest here. Now this is like a sheesh mahal, which was actually the second largest sheesh mahal in the world. first we have France in Versailles. Over there in France, there are huge mirrors out there. But here, these are small mirrors out there. Like millions of all these glasses are brought here from Belgium. And a kind of silver coating is done on the back side of that. And then in convex style, they were fixed in the wall in such a manner. So the moment you put some lights in the room, it will give you a star view. Suppose you are sleeping in the room in winter time, and you want to take a star field. That just in the room you want to take a star field. For that reason, just put some oil lamp, and all these these black rectangular side glasses will reflect it together, and it will give you that millions of star fields. This was the meeting hall where they used to meet the guests. Yeah. And just then the meeting will be over and they are sent to the guest apartments, guest rooms. These were the bedrooms we were talking about, night view. And this was only made for the Maharanis to make them feel very special, to make them feel very royal. Because as we had discussed that the Maharajas has multiple wives. So if you will not make a very happy, they will fight together that who is the special for the king or not. And if you want to check the Maharajas how much he loves you, in that case you have to give a task to the Maharaja. That Maharaja, I need this thing to be done for me. If you will complete this, it means like you love me a lot. If not, then there is a compromise in between the love for me and you. So in that case, there is to demand something at a different time from the Maharaja. That Maharaja, I need this thing. And this sheesh mahal was a part of a demand. That in that she was saying that Maharaja, suppose you don't live with me, sometimes you go outside for fight. And in winters when I sleep in the room, I feel very dark and I feel very bad, or I'm very afraid of ghosts or something like that. So in that case, I want to see the stars, but in the room. In that case, this sheesh mahal was made, put the lights and will give you that feel that you're sleeping outside, but you're actually inside the room.
Well, I will be ending today's vlog here, but there is more to explore in this place. So stay tuned for the second part, which has more interesting details about the lifestyle of the royals and Bollywood movie related information from the fort. So thank you so much for watching my video. If you like my video, consider subscribing to my channel, give it a thumbs up and share the content. You can also follow me on my Instagram ID, Deepika's Travel Diaries. Until next time, stay tuned and stay safe. Thank you.